Hey there, I am Toshi, exploring the field of RPA and sharing my learnings with you by making videos. So, in this video, we are going to see the third step of document understanding, which is data extraction scope. So, without any further delay, let's get started. Now, first, let us understand what is data extraction scope. So, as the name suggests, data extraction. So, we are going to extract the data from the document which we are trying to process. Now, there are different, we can achieve this by using different types of available extractor in document understanding. Now, the different types of available extractors are regex extractor, form extractor, intelligent form extractor, and machine learning extractor. So these are different types of extractor you can use depending upon the application or the document you are trying to process. Now, extraction. So we need some type of precision or some type of perfection, you can say, to extract the data or accuracy. So for that, if you want, you can configure a minimum confidence level that is in percentage. So if you need to define the threshold, suppose above 80, so you have that option. While configuring the extractors, you can specify the confidence level, and the output of the complete data extraction scope is stored in a variable extracted results which we can create. We can name it whatever we want. So this was a theoretical explanation of what is data extraction. Now let's understand what is data extraction in detail by actually implementing it in our UiPath workflow. So this is our workflow. The first step is load the taxonomy, and the second is digitizing the document. If you want to understand both the steps in detail, check out the previous video of this playlist where I explained both the steps in detail. Now, in the data extraction scope, the input we need to pass is the doc path, that is our document path, the document text, the document object model, the taxonomy output which we have created above here, and the document type ID. Now, as I told you, output is stored in the extraction results variable, where I've created output data as my variable. Now, where can we get this document ID? So when you create a taxonomy, a file is generated, taxonomy.json. So you need to open that file, and in this file, since I have many taxonomies created, I need to go to the last one. This is my document ID. So I'm going to select this document ID and paste it over here. So this is my document ID which I'm going to use. Now let's see how we can configure the extractor and create a template. Now to create a template, you need to click on manage template. If you have pre-configured or pre-created tables, you can import them. If not, create a template. So I have clicked on create a template. Please select document type. So my document type is going to be Acme invoice, which is over here. Template name, I would like to name it as Acme invoice only. Now please select a naive document. Always selecting a naive document is better for processing. So the file name is invoice image. Now I'm going to use Tesseract OCR. You can select this particular profile one. By the scan is by default. Now click on configure. So it is digitizing my document, and then it will open a template for me to configure the extractors or to create a template for processing all the types of document of same structure. So let's wait for the document to get digitized and the screen prompt for us. So yeah, this is the screen where we can configure my R template. Okay. So while configuring, if you have single page or multiple page, you need to select 5 unique fields which will help you identify the page. So these are the some fields I've selected, and I've pressed Ctrl and selected these fields. Now from is at this particular section. So I will go over here, drag this particular part you can see the text inside is getting highlighted, and select it as a custom area, and I will click the plus sign. So this is how I am specifying the area or the place in my document where I will be getting that particular information. Now my 2 is this particular part, John Smith. Let's paste it over here. After that, my invoice number. Let me drag through this. So you need to, how many ever fields you have, you need to configure this template always for each type of your document. This is the date and the total amount is over here. So let's select that and paste it over here. Now, after you have done all this, you just need to click on save and your template is configured. So let me remove this template since we are not going to use it. Yes, we are going to use this. Now, also, if there is some handwritten fields in your document, you can select this handwritten fields over here. We don't have any handwritten fields. It's a simple image. So let me close this. Now, after you have done this, you need to go on configure extractor and select the extractor for you. So Acme invoice. So I have this already selected. Let me unselect it. So you need to select the document type, and also you can select the fields you want to extract. Now, as I told you, we can specify the minimum confidence. I can specify it as 85. Let me, so just for understanding purpose, I'm keeping it as 0. So this is how you can use the data extraction scope to extract the details or extract the data or text from the document you want. Now I'm not going to run this workflow because we will understand each other steps in detail in the next video. So let's do a quick recap of what we understood in this video. So in this video, we understood what is data extraction, how can we use data extraction scope, what are different types of extractors available, and how can we configure our extractor. Now, see you in the next video where we'll be understanding what is present validation, and since it is an optional step, we'll see when can it be removed and what are the different advantages of it. Thank you for watching the complete video. If you would like to learn what is taxonomy or what is digitizing the document, please see the previous video of this playlist. I've arranged them in proper order. Thank you.